So I really don't have as much to talk about in this intro here. Um, as you can see, I'm sticking with the format from the previous episode. This episode is Raph's episode. Really looking forward to this one because on my first time watch, this was my favorite of the turtle-centric episodes. At least for the first story arc. So very much looking forward to breaking down this one and finding neat little details because I remember seeing quite a couple of them when I was just doing my first time watch. So we'll see how this goes.
Did you know there's a new street gang in town?
What? Where? I need new butts to kick.
You shouldn't be so aggro.
Yeah, sure, Mikey. Next time I'm in a fight, I'll just tell jokes.
Very weird how they do these weird comic lines as if these are comic panels, which is weird because it's not really Raph's style, it's Leo's style. But also they don't do it anywhere else. Like for these intro sequences, usually they just redo the first scene, them saying they got this, the Master Splinter, and then cutting to whatever turtle being obliterated by the Mechazoids. But in this one, it seems like Raph's is different for whatever reason. What? How? Why?
Turtle just cough up another turtle.
Dude, the big turtle barfed up another turtle.
Gotta love how they made the purple dragons like these stoner guys. It's kind of funny, to be honest. Weird take on them, but I dig it.
If you want to go, then let's go.
If we want to go where? He didn't finish.
I love that line so much, bro. But, I genuinely think that guy looks like Casey. Like the guy who just said that, he honestly gives off like a Casey vibe and look. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, so we know the robots are vulnerable to water from Leo's episode. Even just a little bit of water caused the robot that Leo was fighting to malfunction. So how on earth did this robot that was completely submerged in water, torn to absolute pieces, walk away pretty much completely fine?
Yeah, I don't really remember why I'm here. I feel weirdly out of place.
Here we go. We get Raph's take on the whole retelling of the Doc story, and his has a very cinematic feel to it. Very dark, gritty in tone, a lot more dramatic, and cinematic than it was before.
All your strength is not enough, Raphael. Your brother's butts will be kicked, all because you couldn't save them.
This feels like a very lazy attempt to enforce some character trauma and development for Raph, but it doesn't work. It's played off as a joke in the tone of the robot saying that stuff, and it's a retelling of the story, so it's not even real, and we know it's not real because in the real story from the Docs later, that doesn't happen.
Yo, he's got gills. I told you turtles could breathe underwater.
Those aren't gills, that's just neck fat.
That's just neck fat is a crazy gum, I ain't gonna lie.
Told you that was a dumb idea. Mutants are super strong, and they can breathe fire.
Okay, that's the second mention now of mutants being able to breathe fire. This must be some kind of public conspiracy theory, because Rod mentioned it in Mikey's episode, and now this random guy's mentioning it. Perhaps some ploy developed by certain parts of the internet to try and tear down the mutants' reputation and make people not like them and fear them because they can breathe fire, apparently.
We're the Purple Dragons, and we run Brooklyn.
Well, more like the Sunset Park Bay Ridge area.
I wouldn't even call it Sunset Park the neighborhood.
Technically Bad Bernie still controls it.
Okay, so our first look at this version of the Purple Dragons. This is the first time it's officially confirmed. Once again, they appear to be some kind of street gang. Typical TMNT fashion. They're most of the time in a street gang, and that's what the Purple Dragons are. But also, we got a mention of Bad Bernie here from the movie, who also becomes pivotal in the second half of the season's story.
You're a big one. Hey, Hagrid? Any chance this is like an industrial-themed hospital? What is that, a brick? Yep, looks like a brick, alright.
I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of brutal from Hun. But honestly, you know what? Raph probably deserved it. Calling him Hagrid was absolutely uncalled for.
What are you...
Okay, here's my question of the day. Did Raph break his ribs from the explosion by the docks? Or did Hun break his ribs when hitting him with a brick? because I don't think Hun hit him in the chest area. Hun hit him in the head, knocking him unconscious. So, on paper, it should be from the explosion from the docks. But then why wasn't he bothered by it earlier? Why is it only now?
Please stop. I don't want to have to hurt you again.
Alright, Gigantor.
I swear, Hun sounds exactly like Crypto from Apex Legends, the video game, if you know what I'm talking about, you know. Also, calling him Gigantor is again uncalled for. Raph needs to chill with the insults, or it's about to get hit with a brick again.
No one cares about the chickens, hun. Forget about the chickens.
Oh, what are you supposed to be, his mom?
That's Angel?
It's Angel! We haven't seen her since, aside from the comments, we haven't seen her since 2003. It's been over 20 years. She's back. I am entirely under the impression that Raph should be dead. Like, there is no way with his cracked ribs and constantly getting hit in battle. There is no chance that he has not hurt a vital organ in there.
Bob's letting us use this place as a favor. He said not to wreck it. Look at the floor. Kitsune is coming personally, hun. She wants to see the mutant for herself, so he has to stay.
Okay, you have no idea. When I heard Kitsune the first time we were watching this, I was like, oh my god, is it going to be Lopex? Is it going to be Lopex? And then it was just some fat old lady. I was devastated. Also, are Boss and Kitsune the same person? Because the way she talked, it didn't seem like they were the same person. So perhaps two different characters there. Insert comment of me saying how great demonstration of robots repairing themselves. I'm not actually doing one because I've said it so many times. You get the gist.
They're humanely treated? Bob said so.
Ah, okay. So it's not Boss, it's Bob. So I'm assuming Bob and Kitsune are two different people, unless Kitsune's real name is Bob.
Oh my god, is this how you fight? Ow! Oh, you. Ow! Oh, what are you fighting now? Ew! Fight like a hungry sixth.
You fight like a hungry sixth grader is a good one. I'm gonna have to use that.
Yeah, man, I get that, alright? Except sometimes.
Sometimes I'm not strong enough.
Great to see some character bonding between Hun and Raph here. It's something they can both relate on, and we know earlier from the episode that not being able to protect his brothers is something that Raph is very scared of. Even if it wasn't real, it was more so a manifestation of Raph's fears in his mind, is what I interpreted that scene as. It doesn't really work as intensely as it would if it was real, but it still works, especially when you compare it and utilize it for ammunition for this scene.
Angel, what do you have for me?
It is highly likely that Angel and Kitsune are related. I highly believe that Angel is Kitsune's daughter, based off their facial features, the one freckle, and in general how they treat each other.
Cut off one of his fingers, please. There's a pharmaceutical company that was asking for samples.
Yes.
Yeah, gotta love Chainsaw Man. Wait, no, not that Chainsaw Man. Wait, no.
Really neat. I mean, I only have 3. Maybe we compromise with a little milking?
Raph, we are not bringing back the milking thing from the first movie. Do not encourage that behavior. Do not.
There's an evil robot that's gonna come in here and wipe out your stupid purple dragons. If you don't let me go, you gotta believe me.
Really, Turtle? Not the police or even your other mutant friends, but an evil robot? Next time, try something believable.
That's really close to my face.
Sorry, but I did really like talking to you.
I should try.
Sometimes you get farther with a smile and a kind word. Just saying.
Yeah, sure, Mikey. Next time I'm in a fight, I'll just tell jokes. I should try talking to you. Maybe tell you a joke.
Cool to see what you think would be just a one-off line between Raph and Mikey turn into something far more important to the story and Raph's character and how he survived this whole ordeal. But he's probably making chicken jokes in front of the wrong guy. How is Hun's brick not broken yet? He has hit it against Raph many times, and now he's hitting it against a solid steel robot, and that thing is still holding up. That must be the most durable brick ever. Someone needs to build a house out of that kind of brick. This has got to be like the most dangerous of the robots we've seen so far. None of them were pulling off moves like that. Like, Jesus, dude, this thing is no joke.
You ready to brick up?
Hold up. Pause. Biggest pause of the entire series so far. Pause, please.
What? That's not fair. We chopped his head off.
You know, there's room here for some kind of chicken with its head cut off joke here, but I don't have the energy to make one up.
Wait, where's my bike?
Of course, it would be TMNT without Raph getting his own bike to drive. And we get a sneak peek at what Donnie's been up to. Cool. And now we're done with episode 3. Only one more Turtle-centric episode to go for this first half of the season. And in general, this episode was the best so far, in my opinion. Strong character beats for Raph, an introduction to the Purple Dragons in Hun, and some real good comedic moments, as well as some serious ones too. In general, it captured everything that a good TMNT episode should be, plus some extra bonus stuff that you don't get to see that often. In general, good episode. Excited to see the Donnie episode, because Donnie is my favorite turtle, so glad to get to see what he's been up to. But, thanks for watching, and let's move on to episode 4 next week, huh?